Hi guys, I'm in my laboratory lab now, and let me introduce my seat. Sorry for a little bit messy. It's a little bit embarrassing because I'm a environment destroyer. Sorry Earth. Sorry universe. Anyway, I want to go home now. So let's do our homework quickly. I lived with the diagnosis all day. Later that evening, I had a biopsy where they stuck an endoscope down my throat, through my stomach and into my intestines, put a needle into my pancreas and got a few cells from the tumor. I was sedated, but my wife, who was there, told me that when they viewed the cells under a microscope, the doctors started crying. Because it turned out to be a very rare form of pancreatic cancer that is curable with surgery. I had a surgery and thankfully I'm fine now. This was the closest I've been to facing death, and I hope it's the closest I get for a few more decades. Having lived through it, I can now say this to you with a bit more certainty than when death was a useful but purely intellectual concept. And let's translate it to Korean. I lived with that diagnosis all day. 그 질병과 하루 종일을 함께 있었습니다. Later that evening, I had a biopsy. 그날 저녁 조직 검사를 받았죠. Where they stuck an endoscope down my throat. 내시경을 저의 목구멍으로 찔러 넣는 것이죠. Through my stomach and into my intestines, put a needle into my pancreas and got a few cells from the tumor. 위를 통해 내장까지 그리고 췌장까지 바늘을 찔러 넣었고 넣었습니다. I was sedated, but my wife, who was there, told me that when they viewed the cells under a microscope, the doctors started crying. 저는 몽롱한 상태였는데 함께 있던 제 아내가 말하길 의사들이 현미경으로 세포를 보더니 울기 시작했다고 했습니다. Because it turned out to be a very rare form of pancreatic cancer that is curable with surgery. 왜냐하면 그것은 수술로 치료 가능한 매우 드문 형태의 췌장암이었기 때문이죠. I had a surgery and thankfully I'm fine now. 저는 수술을 받았고 감사하게도 현재는 괜찮습니다. This was the closest I've been to facing death. 이것이 제가 죽음을 가장 가까이 맞이했던 순간이고, and I hope it's the closest I get for a few more decades. 그리고 향후 몇 십 년간에도 그랬으면 합니다. Having lived through it, I can now say this to you with a bit more certainty than when that was a useful but purely intellectual concept. 이런 경험을 거치며 죽음이 유효하지만 어떤 지식적으로만 있는 추상적인 개념일 때보다는 여러분께 좀 더 명확히 알려드릴 수 있게 되었죠. But he died after 6 years from this moment. Okay. Is it too much information? Okay, bye. I will go home and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow.